Ooni has finally taken a decision, and yes, this decision he has made is not in favor of anybody at all. He has summoned all his wives, all the Oloris into the palace, including Olori Naomi. He has brought them all together to make his decision. So obviously, the Ooni has taken the advice from the men in council, his father and that which his brother said to him. Some days ago, we spoke of how Oba Elegushi reached out to the Oni, telling him that if he banks on past glory, then he will allow these women do whatsoever it is they want to do in the palace. And it seems like all of these words these people have spoken have yielded in Oni's heart, and now he is taking a drastic decision about it. So what decision are we talking about? They only have summoned all the Oloris into the palace, and he has made his decision. He have declared it to them, and all of them are saying that they don't like the fact that the Oni keeps rubbing Naomi into their faces. Every single thing that happens, it is Naomi. Every single thing that it is Naomi. And now the Oni is beginning to prove to them less of who they are, and then projecting Olori Naomi's value right into their faces. At this point, you will not blame the Oni for whatsoever he is doing, because the Oni has tried over time to reason with these women, but they have refused that we will do what we want to do. Yes, that has just been the plain truth and the reality on this matter. Because if you would want to look at it more seriously and more critical, you would understand that these women have just been a tool of destruction to the Oni in the palace. They have fought, they have quarreled, they have done they have framed each other, they have done everything they feel they can do in the palace. Yes, they say where one or two women are gathered, competition is inevitable, but their own competition is just out of hand. Today it is this, tomorrow it is that, and it is beginning to be so alarming. Yes, it is beginning to be just too alarming. So right now, no, the Oni has made his own decision. Remember, the court gave the Oni the leverage to do this, but he was the one who decided that, okay, oh, if my wives can change, then let me give them that room. Let me give them that privilege to change. But it has been how many years? If you can count, it has been how many years put together that the Oni has been hoping that these women will change. You see, human beings are very manipulative with words, and words go a very long way. Yes, because these women know that whatsoever happens in the palace, when they get to speak up, when they get to say one or two things, it always ends up in their favor. Look at when the court ruled that they all leave the palace, and they only came back. The women of Ile-Ife were like, and now that they have said this, they should abide by it, or these women should leave. Once they say they should leave, they should leave. And they came out seeking that the court should give them a room, that they should hear them out as well. They cannot just sit and draw a conclusion about them like that. They should hear them out too. And during that period, they know very well that if the courts will grant these women their own hearing, this matter will not finish. Oh, we know how these women can be. We know how dramatic they can be. We know the kind of chaos series of activities they will keep on putting up until everybody will be completely tired of this matter. So it came to that point where they only just had to they said they should let the sleeping dog lie. But these women did not understand that is always the part that everybody finds it ridiculous. They don't understand what this man is doing for them. They don't. And when he tries to make a decision that will favor his own sanity, they begin to look at it like the man is exaggerating, or he is definitely overdoing whatsoever it is they think he is doing. So right now, no, this matter, it is no longer a small thing as we are looking at it, because it has taken the Oni so long to make this singular decision. Everybody was expecting it long before now. Everybody was expecting him to come out and state this thing in plain terms long before now. But this man has just been one man who has respected himself, one man who has held every single thing high esteem. So he doesn't want to ruin it all of a sudden because of what people feel or what people think. And his wives have taken that drastically for granted. Yes, it is in the place of the king to make his decisions. It is in the place of the king to wake up today and tell you that I don't want you in the palace again. Pack your things and leave. And there is nothing you will do about it. There is nothing you can do about it. But this woman, he has given them that benefit of doubt. He has given them that leverage. He has given them that opportunity to live the lives they want in the palace. But they have told him that, no, sir, we don't want this lives. Make it hard and difficult for us to survive. So right now, the king have decided that they all pack their things and they leave the palace. Yes, we always say that these women have a strategy or they have a tactic of surviving every single thing that happens in the palace. We don't know if they will survive this one. Yes, we don't know if they will survive this one because these have come from different persons put together that they only have decided that let it be done as the people have said. These have come from the prominent men. These have come from the women of Ile-Ife. These have come from his brother. Yes, and then the men in council have also looked at it very critical and said that this women's matter would never end. They are not building a palace where chaos becomes the top heading when someone looks at it. So they should leave. And right now they are leaving. My people, they say matter no go finish, and yes, truly matter no go finish, because they only jokingly said that if you have a husband, please return back to your husband, and it was more like a joke. They all laughed about it, and right now they have pushed this man to the point of coming out in public to make this statement. Now, if you would want to blame the Oni, you are just blaming him for nothing, because this man have endured, this man have tried, this man have done every single thing humanly possible to make sure that these women stay on track. But what they have done in return is to make sure that him, the Oni, loses his focus, loses his dignity, loses all that he has ever had as a king. And it is beginning to be alarming at his own end. This is a king whom, when he walks in the midst of other kings, he should be respected. When the Oni was crowned, the Oni gave a speech. That speech generated conversations over the internet from people all over the world, because what the respect they have for this man, it is unmatched, it is unquestionable. And then all of a sudden, because of the wives he got married to, then they come out all of a sudden and what trample upon that respect in front of the people. No, even the owner himself will not want that for himself. Yes, he wouldn't want that. So right now he has made a decision. No, let's see what will be the outcome of this. The women of Ile-Ife once said something that they prefer it when the Ooni says something, it happens instantly. That's the part they prefer, not he says it, they hear it, and nothing happens.